Hi, welcome to our live on Tuesdays. It's so good to do these with you. One, it's fun because you can join us and you can ask us any questions you have on the topic, but also you can rewatch these whenever they're up on the replay, and then you can ask us questions in the comments and we can answer them in future lives. So that's what's really fun about these. I'm Lesley Logan. I have been teaching Pilates for like 15 years now. And one of the questions I get all the time is, do I need to be flexible to do Pilates? Or I hear like, I'm not flexible enough. When I'm more flexible, I'll do Pilates. And here's the actual truth. The only way you're going to get flexible to do Pilates is to do Pilates. And that sounds like a really like lame answer, but I actually want to explain it a little bit. So a lot of people think, based on like, PE classes, that like if you just stretch your hamstrings, that's all you have to do. But if you're really tight and you're like, I just got to stretch, what will happen is you'll feel more flexible in the moment. But what they have actually found is that kind of stretching doesn't create long-term flexibility. So absolutely stretch after your strength training practices, stretch after you run, but stretching like that will not actually increase the flexibility that you're looking for. And the reason you want to have flexibility, I don't want you to be hypermobile either. The reason you want to have a flexibility is you want to have a balance of strength and stretch in your body. Because if you're too tight, then you reaching behind you like this could actually tear something, right? If you're too loose, then you're gonna roll an ankle or something else, right? So we wanna have an equal balance there. And how we get that is actually in the Pilates practice. So I'm not saying you have to ditch the things you already love. If you love running, if you love cycling, if you love weight training, all those are really amazing, amazing practices. And I want you to keep doing them. I don't want you to replace them. But what I do want is for you to understand that having some cross training like Pilates is actually going to create the flexibility that you are needing to prevent injury and also have more benefits in the things you already love doing. So I'm going to show you how some flexibility can happen, okay? So we don't do, as we know, like just doing something like this where you like lay over and you kind of relax into it, that's going to add stretch in the moment, flexibility in the moment, but not long term. Where you can get some long-term is an active static stretch. So what that means is, this is just me pulling on my leg, like just pulling on it. That's like a static stretch. An active static is when I push this leg into my hands, I activate the muscle. Then I pull on it. This is a Pilates exercise right here. And now I'm creating flexibility in the leg. What I have seen from my tight, muscly guys who love their deadlifts is them start out like this. It's really bent. They're like, oh my God. And they get to a straight leg. And that's really cool is it allows them to lift heavier, to do more without actually pulling a muscle, which when you pull a muscle, you're out for weeks, not days, weeks, right? So another creation of flexibility is in every Pilates exercise, we are actually activating muscles to stretch them no matter what. So in a roll up, which will look similar to just a hamstring stretch, but I'm not going to hang out over my legs. I'm actually squeezing my legs. I'm pushing my heels down. I'm activating my outer hips. So all this is working as I come over, and now I'm stretching through here and here at the same time. Sometimes when you have tight hamstrings, it's actually a tight lower back. So by doing exercise like this where the whole body is working, creating that active static stretch, you can actually get to the root cause of maybe why you've got some things going on. Here's another one that I really love for my runners to do, is you prop yourself up. This creates strength across your posture. So it's the taller you are when you're running, the better, the less tiring it is. But then when you kick, this isn't choreography, it's a hamstring curl while I'm stretching the front of my hip, okay? So I get a nice quad and hip stretch as I do this exercise here. Plus I'm strengthening the hamstrings so that my quads aren't over dominant, which for a lot of us in today's society, they are. So we need to have equal balance of our muscles, equal balance of strength, and we can get that while we're also getting some active static stretch. So I could keep going. I'm actually going to show a lot of this in my free program that's coming up in February. So if you go to onlinepilatesclasses.com/full body, you're going to learn a 15-minute mat workout that you can do before or after any of your favorite workouts. You can also do it on the days where you barely have 15 minutes to work out, and you're going to get a full body strength and full body stretch in each workout. And now also, I know you're like, Lesley, I don't even, like all those moves are like gibberish to me. I get it. I'm actually going to teach you how to teach them to yourself. in that week-long program. So not only are we going to work out together and get that workout in, but I'm also going to teach you how to do it, because Joseph Pilates and then Jay Grimes, my teacher who studied with Joseph Pilates, they know that the body teaches itself. So I'm here to guide you. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to help you figure out these exercises in your body. And we're going to do that during that free program. And then I'm also going to teach you how to create the habits of doing this regularly so you get the benefits of being consistent. All in that program, onlinepilatesclasses.com/full-body. And what I'd love for you to do is get your friends. It's actually easier to do things like this when you get your friends involved. So share this with them, onlinepilatesclasses.com/full-body, and then join us so you can do life better. Thank you. See you next time.